Hello, everybody. This is Antonio Williams, and I'm narrating our group presentation on Gary Kelly. The people in our group are myself, Megan Weber, and Jonas Wilkinson. This first slide is just a brief introduction. The remainder of this presentation will contain 3 sections. The first one being, how did this person come into power, which is Megan's section. The next section is my section, which is what kind of team did this person build. And the last section is Jonas's, and that is about how Gary Kelly is good at leading positive change. As for this slide here, this is just a brief introduction. Gary Kelly is 64 years old. He's the Chief Executive Officer and Chairman of Southwest Airlines. He holds a bachelor's in business administration from the University of Texas at Austin, and he is a certified public accountant. And for the first section, how did this person come into power? Gary Kelly joined Southwest Airlines as a controller in 1986. He began moving up the ladder by becoming Chief Financial Officer and Vice President of Finance, and then continuing to climb by becoming Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. In 2004, he was promoted to CEO and Vice Chairman. 4 years later, in 2008, he became Chairman and President. He fulfilled presidential duties for 9 years, but relinquished the title in January 2017. There is a new president, but Kelly is still the chairman of the company. He is also seen as the main face of Southwest Airlines, due to him being there for so long and making the company's team the team we learn about today. This will be the beginning of my section. What kind of team did this person build? Gary Kelly built a team by setting an example, being a role model and a leader. Being a CEO is a high-profile position. Gary Kelly feels it's important to set an example for the entire company. Demonstrating a positive and professional attitude helps him become a better leader, which enhances the team at Southwest Airlines. By setting a good example, he is helping outline a vision that he aims the company to have. This also helps him gain trust among his team members. On top of setting a good example, he also takes pride in taking care of his employees. 2 traits Southwest Airlines has is that it has never had a single layoff and its people are well compensated. By taking care of his employees, he is gaining their trust. When a team feels like their leader has their best interests at heart, that makes for a good backbone for team development. Team atmosphere is an important aspect to any team. He feels it's important that the team members be themselves. He says that the little things are what makes a company great. Cracking jokes, singing songs, anything that encourages individuality and positivity. There are some more things that Gary Kelly does to encourage a fun atmosphere, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Getting back to the topic at hand, he has a philosophy on building a team on attitude, or hiring personnel based on their attitude, and then building skill as their career progresses. He feels that implementing people into the company that can match the attitude and vision will lead to great successes, not only his employees, but the team and the company as a whole. Skill can be developed as their career progresses. Another thing that I want to talk about is how he makes sure the team understands the company mission, which is taking care of customers. This goes along with outlining a vision that the whole company can rally around. The team's vision seems to be clear, which makes it easier for the team to operate as one. This here is a quote by Gary Kelly. No one person can know or do it all, and the more we collaborate and work together as a team, the better product we will have. Understanding the power of we is very important for the person in charge and the team itself. It seems Gary Kelly has built an attitude that encourages the aspect of we. The more we work together, the more successful we all will be. Another good aspect that defines the team that Gary Kelly built is his leadership style, which is collaborative. Being collaborative is basically trying to find common ground during problems or conflicts. Huffington Post contributor Stacey Ross Cohen describes Kelly's leadership style as such. Building this style, I feel, helps influence the team atmosphere at Southwest Airlines. He is not only being a great team leader, he's also inserting himself into the team, becoming one of them. Having this mentality shows that he's really trying to find things to help out the team as a whole. No, this is not Gene Simmons or any other member of KISS. You might be surprised, but this picture is a photo of Gary Kelly at a Halloween event for Southwest Airlines. He tries to make a company a place for fun sometimes. They are constantly bringing their people together to celebrate birthdays, share stories, and celebrate company successes. Or even Halloween. Doing things like this not only brings gratitude to his team members, but it also brings them closer together. Having these events help build a family atmosphere, which is what you want a team to have. These events definitely contribute to the success of the company. Now we'll move on to Jonas's topic, which is leading positive change. How does a leader handle change? Change is an inevitability of life and is especially prevalent in the business world. Leaders handle change by adjusting to the climate of the environment they are a part of. Gary Kelly is the embodiment of positive change when it concerns Southwest Airlines. Gary Kelly has managed to maintain a positive change for the future through his leadership style, generating commitment and fostering sustainability from his employees. Two huge aspects of leading positive change is challenging the status quo and reinforcing your core values. Gary Kelly has always been referred as a man of the people within Southwest Airlines. Mr. Kelly has used his status to ensure that employee and customer alike feel they are the most important aspect of Southwest Airlines. Gary Kelly implementing the bags fly free rule at Southwest Airlines was viewed ridiculous by the general airline consensus, thus challenging the status quo. This proved to be a brilliant move, as Kurt Blazak of TrueScore writes that Southwest Airlines experienced a $1 billion annual market share as a result. This displays his devotion to the customer because we all hate paying for bags to fly. Two other aspects of leading positive change is generating commitment and fostering sustainability, like we stated earlier. Gary Kelly has maintained such prestige amongst his employees and customers alike through his people-first business ideals. As a result of this ideal, Southwest Airlines has failed to experience a layoff or furlough during Gary Kelly's tenure. Stacey Ross Cohen of the Huffington Post reports, like we said before. Kelly's ideals have also proven to pay dividends, as well as most employees quote the culture of Southwest Airlines being a major part of why they stay so long. This level of loyalty, I believe, is what helps Southwest Airlines garnering 46 years of profitability. A majority of the employees will receive 10% of their profit sharing as contribution to retirement accounts and the rest in cash, further fostering sustainability within the company. And that concludes our presentation on Gary Kelly. This here is a works cited page, just some articles that we used to gather some information in order to make this presentation. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned a lot. Thank you.